With Alex Ramon and Meghan. And Alex, I've seen your show. It was absolutely dazzling. And the one thing I really like about your show is the way you connect with kids.
Oh, thank you.
And we just did a short bit where you're over at Heavenly Village and you were entertaining kids, and you're giving a lot of kids that already have seen your show because they were high-fiving you. And I know after your show, the kids line up to meet you.
Right.
And you post with pictures, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great family show. It's not just for the kids, it's for the family. So the kids, the parents, and the grandparents can all enjoy it together. And it's a good time. So what we just did and what you saw was at Heavenly Village. We're doing a meet and greet there, doing a little bit of magic out in Heavenly Village so that people could see it in the afternoon. And then telling about Illusion Fusion, the show that we do 6 nights a week here at the Horizon. And we do the show at 8 p.m. every night. Except Wednesdays, so it's a lot of fun, a lot of illusions, a lot of magic, so you got to check it out.
Well, we also interviewed Tony, and
yeah.
He said he met you after at a Hollywood castle, some sort of?
Yeah, well, we met Tony Clark, who's the producer of the show. Yeah. Tony and I met a long time ago, and he saw me kind of learning my magic as I was a teenager. And,
well, I've seen some young pictures of you in the backgrounds. So did he know you after that? Because some of those had Disney pictures were in there too.
He knew me before I toured with Disney and before I toured with Ringling Brothers Circus. So we kept in touch. And last year I talked to him and said, hey, you know what, you still working in Tahoe? Maybe we should put my show there. And we did just that. So Illusion Fusion's been running here now since January of 2012. And we're loving it. So.
Now, is this story true that you came here as a young person and saw a magician yourself?
I came here and I saw Tony Clark performing in the same theater right here at the Horizon that we're performing at right now. And I thought I would love to do that. And a few years later, here we are.
Because I told there was a family here of 4 people, and one of the kids was afraid to come in and see you.
Right.
And I said I heard the father, and I said, well, I've seen you, I'm comfortable with you. And I talked to the father and the kid. I said, Alex came here as a young person, and he saw a magic show, and now he's coming back kind of thanking the community.
Yeah.
And the little kid kind of got brave and saw the show. For some reason, after your show, I'm just down there playing slots. I was just kind of walking around with my wife. He came over and gave me a hug, a complete stranger. So you have that effect on young people. So that's a story that I used your story with the young person, and then you came through for me.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's about, and people come here to the Horizon seeing Illusion Fusion. They get to see the magic, and some of them are seeing magic for the very first time.
Yeah, and
it's not uncommon for people to see the show and never seen a magician before. So it's a lot of fun to be here in Tahoe. It's a great place, beautiful place, and Meghan and I are here 6 nights a week.
And exactly, and Meghan now, and what was your last name again?
Doyle.
Meghan Doyle. You are now also working locally at a dance studio called Push. Or not, it's an exercise studio, I guess, right?
It's a gym. It's a fitness center. They have all sorts of things going on there.
So you work here 6 nights a week with this guy,
I do.
And then you go do cardio.
On Thursday mornings at 10 o'clock, I teach a cardio dance class.
Well, that is awesome. And what gets me, though, is that picture there has a big hole of you in there. The audience can't see it, but do you have to, do some really wild things with your body to do some of these tricks?
A lot of them work, and I really wish I did. But
well, I have this theory on your. I have a theory on your illusion. I'm not sure if this is true, but after watching your body language, there's a story of a gal who did the baton in a tournament, one of those beauty contests, and she's doing the baton, and her baton went up, and it didn't come back down, but she kept on doing it, and then it was over, and everyone applauded. But when I watch you, your body language is like very accurate, and it's like doing things that enhances him. And did you have to go into kind of like choreography with him to do these things, or are you just enhancing things from your normal personality?
Well, I have such a dance background that I kind of treat everything like choreography. So I get in a routine, and I just kind of copy the patterns, and we did work together and come up with what looks right for each illusion. And
well, it looks absolutely perfect to me. What you guys do is in sync, and it looks it's very beautiful, and it flows. There's a flow to your routine, and it doesn't stop, and there's an energy. It just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the next thing you know, you're like just on your feet clapping, and then you let us take your pictures together, and it's very, very nice. And definitely thank you for coming on and talking to us, because I really enjoy you. And is there anything else you want to talk about your being in the show with this illusionist?
I'm a very lucky girl. I love working for Alex, and I love the show, and I love all the people here in Tahoe, and the audiences are great, so I cannot complain at all.
We want to talk a little bit about your childhood. How did you get involved with magic? I remember...
Well, I to be honest, I never really wanted to be a magician. I never said magic was what I wanted to do. It became a hobby of mine when I was 13 years old. A coworker of my dad showed me a magic trick. I was blown away, never seen anything like it. And it started that way. So my dad bought me a magic book, and I learned card tricks and coin tricks. And then slowly, after a little loving coercement from my mom, I started doing my first shows. But it wasn't like I wanted to be a magician, which was really, really interesting. And I didn't want to perform for anybody else. And then yet, years later, it seems, I have no idea what I'd be doing if I wasn't performing and being a magician. So. Well,
you're definitely a natural, but you also have that personality. So there's a lot of things you had to do to have that. But as a kid, did your mom encourage you to practice? And no, did you perform in front of your mom and your dad?
I performed for mom and dad, but very seldom. And it wasn't until I was about 15 that after a couple of years of magic being my hobby, that I actually did shows. So after doing shows for a few years, I did it all through high school, and I went on tour when I was 20, and it just kept and grew from there.
Well, I remember a story you told me where you was it was your first gig. I think you were on the phone talking to him about how much you should get paid.
Yeah.
And you went. And mom just said, take it. And
yeah, someone asked me, I was 15, and a friend of the family called me and asked me to perform at their summer party. And I said, okay, sure. And they said, well, how much do you charge? And I said, hold on. Mom, how much do I charge? And she didn't know. And so I got on the phone, I said, $20. And so that was my first paid gig. I made $20. I thought I was rich, and I was 15.
Well, now that you're doing 6 shows a week here as an adult, you kind of come full circle, because you were here as a kid seeing Tony's show. Now you're here as an adult.
Right.
Are you going to stay in Tahoe to December now?
Well,
we're rooting for you.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, the audience have been great. Tahoe have been fantastic. A lot of positive response for the shows. So we're going to be here all through the end of the summer. So we're doing 6 nights a week until September, Thursday through Tuesday. No shows on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. It's a family show. A lot of cool illusions, a lot of original illusions you have never seen, and also you can't see anywhere else.
And bring the kids, because absolutely they'll love magic after this show. It's Michael Smith reporting from the Horizon. Thank you very much.